What's going on, everybody? This is Mark once again with No Blemish Mobile Detailing. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Today what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick video on how to book the right appointment without a website. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we're here. It's Sunday. I think it's November 19th, and it's just out here just enjoying our day. Of course, we had a blessed day today. Just wanted to come on here today and kind of just share with you guys real quick on what works for us when booking the right appointment. So for those of you guys who are watching, whether you're detailers or you've been established or you're new to detailing and you're still getting started, and you may not have a website. We personally don't have a website yet. It's something that we're working on for the near future. But one of the things is how to book the right appointment without having a website. So that there's websites that a lot of detailers have and companies have, and what they do is they have bundles and packages, and what they do is they include all their services. And what you can do is you can add to the service, you can get into details and depth of what it is that you're looking for. But if you find yourself in the same situation as me, once again, we do not have a website, and sometimes it can get a little difficult. And not only difficult, but you want to make sure that you're on the same page with your clients when they reach out to you guys, so that you can make sure that you meet all their needs and that they're satisfied when booking an appointment. So I know a lot of times it can kind of, for those of you guys who don't have a website, it can be confusing at times, or you show up to a job, you're expecting to do a certain job, and then the customer or the client expectation might be a little bit more different than what you guys communicated with. So one of the things that helps out for us, and it not only is for us and are part of our business, but with everything that takes place in your business, one of the biggest things in your business is communication. So that's the key right there, is communicating, whether you're going through text or phone calls. Me personally, I like to speak verbally on the phone with a client or potential client, so that we can ensure that all the information is there, that we have all the details of what the client is looking for. But you might run into a client who may not want to reach out to you. That doesn't always mean that they might not be the client for you. Some people's preferences are different. Some people might have a busy schedule and all they can do is text, or maybe they have somebody texting for them. So like I said, one of the biggest things is communication. And this came about because of our recent job we just did. Was actually yesterday. We had someone reach out. They found us on Facebook Marketplace. We posted a post there, and they reached out. They were seeing if we were available. Due to the weather where we're at, once again, we're out in Southern California, the Inland Empire area. So we did have some rain come this week. And there was actually rain supposed to be coming yesterday. So all my appointments were on hold. So I actually didn't even service any of our regulars besides one. And then what happened was we had the opening because the weather cleared up, and then we had once again a client reach out, and they were looking for a service. And what I'll do is I'll actually read partial of our conversation with you guys. And one of the biggest things for me is that I sometimes don't want to seem like I'm asking too many questions, where I'm gonna kind of like push the client away or scare them away. But that's actually the most important part, once again, is your communication. You have to be very detailed and upfront with these clients, so that when you get to the job, you're totally aware and there is no confusion. You don't want to show up to a spot and a client tells you, why are you raising the price, or why didn't you tell me that this didn't include this kind of service, or this didn't include this kind of package, or what have you. So you don't want that. You don't ever want that, because you don't want clients to feel that you're trying to upsell them or you're trying to take advantage of them in any way. So once again, communication is a must. You'll have those clients that are very good and they have no problem with you asking them 100 questions if needed. At the same time, you'll have good clients that do ask a lot of questions, and those are the clients that tend to be a blessing because they communicated with you, and there's not that feeling of you're asking too much. So once again, what I'll do is I'm gonna kind of just briefly kind of just read off a little bit of what me and this client, our conversation was like. And this is just works for us, and just because this is what works for us, it doesn't mean that it's always going to work for you guys, but it could be helpful in your business, and you don't always have to do it in this way. But once again, communication and asking as much questions as needed is a key. So the customer reached out and they asked, hello, what do you charge for your service on this type of vehicle, make and model, if they asked if we were available in that day. So in return, I asked the customer, what kind of service are you looking for? The customer asked for a good interior cleaning and the outside if possible. So what that means to a lot of people as a detailer, when I hear the word detail, it means something completely different from a wash, okay? When I hear the word detail, that means that there's gonna be a thorough service taking place, whether exterior or interior or both. So the customer was looking for something, and I'm sure at the moment they weren't 100% of what they wanted. So that's where we come in. We come in as good business owners, and our people skills and our communication skills come into effect, because now you begin to educate your client on the service that's going to be best for them, and you go from there. So like I said, they're asking for just a good clean on the inside and outside. So my next question to them was, are you interested in any stain removal, any shampooing or any extraction, any of those services? So what happened was the customer got a little bit more into detail, and they began to explain to me a little bit more about their situation. So what happened was their son happened to vomit. He had an accident, and he vomited not only on himself, but he vomited on a section of the vehicle. So that changed the whole way that we were going with the service. This changed it not only from our basic package, but this actually took it up to another notch, which actually was going to go into more of an interior detail. And we also gave them the possibility of maybe a mini detail or a platinum service, depending on the type of job that we were getting into. So those were the options. And then the customer continued to let me know about the situation. And what I did was I told the customer that our basic maintenance packages weren't going to work because their concern was odor of the vehicle. So right off the bat, the basic maintenance was already out the window, or our smallest package was already out the window. So from there, it went from our middle package or to our top package. And then I began to educate them on the process of what it was going to take. That it was going to take most likely a good shampooing, a deep clean, steam cleaning, and also an extraction, which not all the time does work. I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, that's not the right method. But 90% of the time, with a good extraction, steam cleaning, and shampooing, most odors, unless it's something major, most odors do come out. If there's something major, it's going to take a full odor removal. That's a completely different package. We educated the customer on that. So we were able to book an appointment for a mini detail. We actually showed up to the job preparing for a full detail. And then what happened was we showed up to the job, we seen the vehicle, we did an inspection, and we come to realize that the job wasn't as bad as we thought. So what we did is we actually downsold our package from a full interior detail to a platinum detail, and we did include a little bit of shampooing, steam cleaning, and deep cleaning on the vehicle because the customer did let us know that it was leather. So once again, a lot of people might not agree, but because we're honest and we are a business of integrity, I'm never going to sell you a package that you do not need for your vehicle. So once again, we downsized on our package, and we were able to book an appointment without a website, but all through communication. And once again, that's the key there, is to communicate. Don't be afraid to ask hundreds of questions if needed. Don't be afraid to educate your customers and give them the best information needed, so that when you show up to the job, there is no confusion. The customer was very excited. We did a great job. I wish I had the results so I can put them in a clip. But just because it was more of a slower day, we were trying to, finish the jobs, get to our next appointments, things like that. We really didn't get no clips of that vehicle. But anyways, like I said, the customers came out. They were very excited. There was no more, how do I say it? Everything was cleaned up properly. Everything was cleaned up properly from the moment you opened the door. When the customer came out, they had that fresh new shampoo smell. And they were very happy. And one of the statements that the customer made was that their vehicle didn't even look like that in the condition when they got it off the lot. So there's our tip right there. If you're there in that place in your business and you don't have a website yet, I hope this information could be helpful for you. If you guys want to leave some tips in the comments below of what you guys do, and even if you guys that are watching, you might be more established and you do have websites, go ahead and leave that feedback in your tips in the comments below to help us detailers who are not there yet, but we do desire to be there. Help us out as well. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it can be helpful to you. And I hope this phone don't keep beeping when I'm recording. But thank you, and God bless you.